Hi, I'm Russ Garfin. I'm the product manager for Winnebago Industries Class C motorhomes. And today I'd like to tell you a little bit about why we make our motorhomes the way that we do. Winnebago Industries builds more Winnebago Views and Itasca Navions than any other manufacturer in the world. As a matter of fact, the folks at Mercedes tell us that we build more than all the other manufacturers in the world combined. 2 out of every 3 motorhomes on the road today built on a Sprinter chassis were built by Winnebago Industries. Today I'd like to show you a little bit about what that experience brings to our customers. Sprinter chassis is a box chassis construction. So in order for us to use this chassis, we put some very beefy box cell aluminum extrusions. These go across the chassis frame rails. Here you'll see that they span all the chassis frame rails. So the entire weight of the motorhome then is going to be transmitted back to the chassis frame rails where it belongs. A lot of our competitors might use some steel framework, or they might use some outriggers attached to the sides of the frame rails. We feel that this is a much sturdier and level platform to build a motorhome that's going to last a long time. For example, let's go down here and look at what 56 years of building RVs has led to in terms of installing an LP tank. Here you see this LP tank is installed between the frame rails, not bolted up through the floor like you might see on some other motorhomes. Also, you'll notice that it's securely mounted onto the top of the chassis construction, so it's not resting, it's not using bolts to support it, it's actually using the chassis to support the LP tank. Pretty important. They are riveted and welded in place so that we basically take all the guesswork out of it. There's no bolts to tighten. This bracket will be here for the life of your motorhome, and your LP tank will be right there with it. All of our wires are numbered and coded. So every 12 inches on the wire, there's a code here that the technician or even yourself can diagnose and look at and find out where that wire goes. Matter of fact, our wiring diagrams are on the line. On the internet, they're available for our customers. You can look at your wiring diagrams for your coach. You can also look at the plumbing diagrams for your coach. You can look at complete parts diagrams for your coach. All that stuff is made available to our customers as well as to our dealers to make it easy for you to enjoy your motorhome. These aluminum extrusions allow us to reduce a lot of weight, but there are cases where we use steel in our construction as well, like in the LP tank, also in our storage compartments. These are going to take a lot of abuse, so we make these out of formed steel panels. These are electrodeposition corrosion protected panels, so they're not going to have a rust problem. The bottom of these are actually a composite structure with aluminum on both sides and 3/4 of an inch of block foam insulation underneath to keep them quiet and yet make them very sturdy. Moving up towards the front of the chassis, we can see here the Mercedes cab and the Mercedes B-pillars. This is the first part of what we're doing to our wing walls and the sides of our motorhome to attach them. This is actually a stamped aluminum, thick aluminum piece here. You can see it's sealed tightly to the profile of the chassis. There'll be another aluminum extrusion that locks around and interlocks with the sidewalls when we get to the production side of it. We are purchasing our chassis from Mercedes with the Mercedes swivel seats. That means that it has a Mercedes platform, not an aftermarket platform. It's designed to work correctly with the airbag system and all the safety features with the seat belts that Mercedes puts into the vehicle. But one of the benefits here is that you have a parking brake that's designed. You push it up, your parking brake's engaged, and then you can just push it down to get it out of the way to swivel your seats. That's the unique part of the chassis that some of our competitors don't offer. For our chassis, currently we are buying the upgraded steering wheel from Mercedes as well. This gives you steering wheel controls and a really nice information center in the dash. Before we put our roof down on here, we're going to put some seals in place. We're also going to install a water barrier here that's going to prevent water, if there was ever any intrusion in here under the cab, from going anywhere into the motorhome to cause any trouble. We add a water barrier under all of our fiberglass caps, a secondary water mitigation system that would allow any potential leaks then to travel down inside of the transition panels that would allow that water to go to the ground and not cause any damage to your materials inside your coach for the life of your coach. Chassis weld is already installed, our Excite infotainment system. The wiring for that is coming up, and it's actually going to take these antennas up to the roof. This is just temporarily attached to your red magnet, but this is your GPS antenna, and this will go into your radio antenna. And these will both go up through the cap and up to the roof of the vehicle. A lot of our competitors will leave the GPS antenna either on the dash or inside the vehicle because that's a lot easier to do, but you're not going to get as good a reception. We had an opportunity to look at the chassis and see how a motorhome was built differently and how we interface with the Mercedes Sprinter chassis better than any of the other products that are available out there. We also want to carry on that theme as we talk about the new 24J floor plan, talking about what makes a Winnebago Industries motorhome different. Before we get going, I want to talk about the running boards here that we put on, these steps. These are also built, they're exclusive at Winnebago Industries through our aluminum extrusion facility and our metal stamping facility. We create a very beefy, strong step that's very secure for getting in and out of the coach. You'll also notice that this is mounted securely to the chassis frame, not attached to the body of the motorhome in any way, so it allows the motorhome to flex without causing any long-term damage to the coach. This is the beautiful cap that we talked about before. You can see that now it's installed cleanly. It's a nice clean look. It's a big full-size cap that's built with a very sophisticated multi-part tool, so there are no seams or gaps that are going to open up in your cap. But this is the bed version. It's an option this year. You'll also be able to get the standard coach, which is the low-profile version. So all 4 floor plans now are available either way. If you want the bed, you can have it. If you want the storage cabinets and the great big skylight, then that's the other choice available. We also build the best motorhome door in the industry. This is our own Winnebago manufactured door. It has quite a few differences than what you'll find on other coaches. You can see the big beefy hinges here, the nice big handle here that gets your full hand inside, the double-barreled locks. You have a 2-point latching system so that if you just barely close the door, it's latched. That's the first point, but if you slam the door a little bit, then it's got the double secure latch. So that's a nice rotary latch, much like you have in your car. It's good for safety. As we open the door, we like to show some of the quality of our construction. Even the screen door here is built at Winnebago using our own aluminum extrusions. Very strong and beefy. As a matter of fact, you can rock the whole motorhome with the screen door. You can see it's very solid. This whole door, this is new this year with the gas strut installed. When we made this door for the gas strut, we added a lot of additional metal structure in the door and in the frame to support the stresses that gas strut is going to take. There are some things that Winnebago Industries builds, and there are other things that we buy if we can find something a little better for our customers. An example of that is these doors that we purchased from a company that specializes in a technology called box folding. Basically, these are computerized folding devices that take a big flat sheet of aluminum. They fold it up in a lot of different ways. They add the beautiful molding here, but also to add strength where they need it. So the benefits to the customer is you have a very lightweight, clean door with no seams, no fasteners, nothing that's going to wear out or come loose over the life of the motorhome. So it's a nice, strong, very lightweight door. Lightweight's important on the Sprinter chassis because that allows us to give you more carrying capacity. We're pretty proud of the way that we've designed our cap. Obviously, we've been focusing a lot on that, but now that we're inside, we can see some of the benefits that have been added there as well. The whole cap is really nice, automotive looking. We have the built-in speakers now. You'll notice a very attractive blade lighting up in the front. That's LED lighting, just kind of an atmosphere at night, very nice. But all of these transitions have been changed. They're new this year with some molded ABS construction. Makes it very clean, very automotive. Again, a very nice tie-in to the cab. You'll notice that the whole base of this cabinet is this nice ABS surface, and inside you're going to see 5 different storage compartments here, little recesses in the cap where you can store things and keep them out of the way under your bed. This is our new 24J U-Lounge. Actually, it's a combination U-Lounge, Chase Lounge. It's new this year. It's exclusive for us. It's something that we came up with. We used to offer in this floor plan, we offered a dinette or an optional couch. And we got to thinking, you know, customers wanted to have both, but they couldn't. Is there some way we could give customers both? This new design is to meet that need. So all of these cushions are sprung, just like a sofa. So if you lift them up, you'll notice the springs underneath there, so they're very comfortable all the way around. So it sits like a couch, not like a dinette. Very comfortable that way. You can get a lot of people sitting around the U-shape. But it also has these new exclusive flip-up ottomans here. Basically, all you have to do is pull up till you hear the click, drop it down. Now you have a really nice ottoman. Our intent here was that you can use this at night, watching TV, pop a pillow up here, put your feet up. The TV's right in front of you. It's a very comfortable place to be. All the cabinets this year have positive latching on them. And the positive latches means that when the cabinet door is closed, stuff shifts around when you're going down the road, the door is not going to come open and things come flying out. These particular latches are also purchased from a hardware company in Italy called Baldacci. Throughout our discussion today, we've been talking about the things that we do to give you more carrying capacity in your motorhome, to make your motorhome as light a weight as possible. We are purchasing these cabinets from a company in Italy called Technoform, and we have been working with them for nearly 10 years now, and they build a great cabinet. As a matter of fact, probably more motorhomes in the world overall are built with Technoform cabinets, certainly than any other manufacturer. They have a great market share in Europe and Australia. We are exclusive in the United States with these in our motorhomes. But they are a composite construction, so they're very lightweight. The benefit of the composite construction, though, for us is that in addition to the lightweight, they're very durable. They're going to be very well suited for the extreme changes in temperature that you're going to have in a motorhome, where it may be 20 degrees when you get in and you start the furnace, and then it's 70 degrees. In a little while, you get out, turn the furnace off, and it goes back down to 20 degrees. So you can imagine the stress that puts on cabinets. So these are, especially in this curved shape, to hold that curved shape, it's important to have composite construction. The lights here, these look like common LED lights. You'll notice that they are with a nice glass lens on them. But these lights are especially made for Winnebago Industries to meet our standards. We have a 20-pound stress relief for all the wiring connections. I've got a light here, you can see that on there. Basically that means you can hang 20 pounds of weight from the wires and it's not going to come out of the light. And why is that important? In our construction process, we want to make sure that throughout the manufacturing process, when we install a light, the wires aren't going to come loose during the process and create a wiring issue for our customers. Anybody that's paid attention over the past few years know a couple of the biggest differences we made in our Views and Navions this year is additional windows. Up to 54% additional exposed window glass inside the coach, bringing the outside in, making it feel much more airy and livable inside. So you'll notice great big windows on all 4 floor plans this year. The other thing that we really focused on, our customers wanted it, is more storage. So we've got about 34% more storage inside this floor plan this year. Everywhere you look, bigger storage compartments, more storage availability, make it clean, use it however you like. This is all your main exterior storage place. Customers also tell me that they like this because sometimes late at night they need to get at something that's in the exterior storage. They don't want to get out, go around, and turn the lights on outside. Open it up if you want to get an auxiliary heater, extra blankets, whatever. Here they are. We added 5 inches to the length of our beds, so this bed is now a full 80-inch long. We've also added some unique things to this bed. You can see that the cushion's got some nice extra cushioning and quilting on the top to make it a little bit more comfortable. We have adjustable headrests, which are pretty cool. Basically, either person sleeping on the bed can adjust the headrest a little bit if they want to sit up higher and read in bed. I think it's oftentimes, it's a relatively small coach, so you're in it for a long time, you want to get away from each other a little bit. This makes a nice lounging area. This special little door here we've been using a lot. It's very durable, very unique. The other thing that having a shower door like this does on a compact motorhome is it gives you more elbow room in your bathroom. If you had a glass door here or something else like that, this would be much more constricted. It has a nice acrylic screen with a built-in squeegee. So our customers don't have to spend time cleaning the shower door. It's a big benefit. If you look on the other side here, you can actually flip this squeegee open and you can see the squeegee on this side. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. You can learn more about all of the great features that Winnebago Industries puts into our motorhomes by looking at the 4 questions brochure on our website or visit your dealer.